Do you guys ever sit and just reminisce about some of the worst decisions Roblox has ever made? The least enjoyable updates and features that absolutely no one asked for, not one single person wanted them, and they still released them, kept them around despite the outrage they would cause. Because I am dead serious, I have been doing that a lot recently, and I know that it sounds negative, but that is why today I want to talk about Roblox cancelling pretty much every seasonal event. Honestly, even now, 3 years later, I still struggle to come up with even one valid reason as to why they took away something everyone loved more than anything, something that brought everyone together, and what's worse is they ended up replacing the empty hole that events left with a new feature that everyone hated and barely even looked at, even after we made it clear how massively we were against the update. They kind of just went, yep, this is good enough, what an incredibly great decision we have made, and left it at that. Hello there, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you want Roblox to make another official egg hunt, because I seriously need that to happen more than anything. And of course, please join my Discord server. The invite code is ChloeGames. I talk in there basically 24/7, so please come and say hello to me. Obviously, I am forever gonna be super duper salty about Roblox admitting they will never give us another one of our old beloved classic events, but I, along with many other people, are especially upset by the feature they ended up replacing those events with. LiveOps, also referred to as developer events, was a Roblox system which had replaced the event feature. It aimed to better spotlight games by upcoming and established developers by featuring a few games on the splash page each day. I just know, unfortunately, I am so sure that I just brought up some terrible memories and traumatic flashbacks for everyone watching when I said LiveOps, but sadly, that was our reality for around half a year. Maybe, fortunately for you guys, some people who joined Roblox during or after 2020 have absolutely no idea what LiveOps is, and that is because LiveOps began during May back in 2019 and actually got removed in November of 2019. The true reason for removal was never explicitly mentioned by Roblox, but anyone who witnessed LiveOps for themselves knew that it was because everyone hated it with a passion and everyone actively avoided it. Like, the only time people ever checked the page for LiveOps was to check the teeny tiny amount of players using the feature at the time. Trust me when I tell you it was unbelievably disappointing at the best of times. This system did not provide avatar shop prizes, as developers were recommended to make their own in-game prizes for users who participated. Arguably one of the worst parts about LiveOps, because like I mentioned previously, this was the whole entire replacement for events being permanently cancelled. As you know, our old events allowed us to obtain real prizes from the catalogue that would then go into our inventories simply just from participating in those events. And then our alternative that LiveOps gave us was we could sometimes maybe win in-game only items that were exclusive to the games that we won them in, and that was only if the developer of the game decided to make that happen. So, impossible, but even if LiveOps was good to begin with, the incentive of persuading people to participate in an event by winning incredibly cool prizes they could actually use for real on their avatars was ripped away from the entire system as a whole. In other words, it was basically set up to fail right from the very start. On November 13th, 2019, it was announced that LiveOps would be put on hold on November 21st, 2019, as the system was being reevaluated. Like I said, as painful as it was, we really only had to endure LiveOps for 6 months until Roblox inevitably announced they would be removing LiveOps as a whole, or rather, they worded it like they would be temporarily stopping it and taking it away from the platform for a short while so that they could reevaluate it with the intentions of improving it, I guess, so that people would actually use it. It was expected to come back sometime in 2020, but that exact date has since been overdue. Currently, it's unknown if LiveOps has been discontinued or is still being reevaluated by Roblox. Exactly, they mentioned in the same announcement poster that they would bring LiveOps back to us at some point during 2020, which people were understandably already moaning and groaning at the idea, and pretty much everyone said they would just prefer if they never brought it back. And now, to this day, 2 years after LiveOps was supposed to have its super epic revival, there is absolutely no sign of it returning, and Roblox hasn't said one single word about it. Honestly, it's like LiveOps never even existed in the first place, and I know that pretty much 90% of the community would rather keep it that way. To be fair, Roblox did mention that they would forever stop doing seasonal events like egg hunts and instead give us LiveOps as a replacement because they just wanted to step out of the spotlight and entirely give it to the developers on the platform, but I still have no idea why those two things couldn't have just coincided and lived side by side. But clearly we have had nothing but sponsored events for over 2 years now, so that idea is completely dead in the water anyway. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But I'm making of what I believe to be one of the worst Roblox features ever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.